Hello, math students. Welcome back to Module 3, which is called Rational Numbers, and this is Lesson 12, and it is called Problem Solving on a Coordinate Plane. Our goal for today is, we will learn how to find distance using absolute value. The question that I want you to think about in this lesson is, why does using absolute value help to determine the distance? Okay, interesting. So today we will learn how to find distance using absolute value. And if you remember what absolute value means that you're finding the distance between 0 and any number. Well, we can still do that by using a point on our graph and applying the same kind of information. So, to try it, let's see. Things to know, try this, plot 2, 5. So again, this right here is the x-axis, and this right here is the y-axis. And it says to plot 2 to the right and up 5, right? 2 to the right and up 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, those are all negatives, sorry. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. Okay, so now I've got some number spaces on there. So I'm supposed to go 2 to the right, starting in the origin, 1, 2, and then up at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to say it's about here. So this point right here is 2, 5. Okay, then this one says that I'm supposed to go 2 to the right again and down 4 this time. Okay, so 2 to the right, 1, 2, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's sitting about here. So this position is 2 to the right, down 4. Now, just like we learned in our last lesson, as long as we have a coordinate that is the same, then all we have to do is figure out the distance. However, what we're talking about this time that makes it a little bit different is they want us to use absolute value. And absolute value means that the distance from 0. So what I need you to think back to was a couple of lessons ago we learned that when a value sits on either of the axes, that is 0. So in order to use absolute value to help you find distance, is you're going to go back to the axis, because when you're on the axis, that means you're at 0. So what I want to show you is if I take this point right here, and I draw a line back to the axis, then I need to count how many hops it took to go from there to there. So let's count them. So if I go from here to here, which is known as 0, how many hops was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4, okay? So if I do the same thing from this point down to the axis, right? And then I'm going to count the hops from that point down to the axis. So from here to here, count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is 5. And then we add them together. So the absolute value from the x-axis, oops, I did that wrong. This one is supposed to be x-axis. So the distance, it says, what is the absolute value from the x-axis? Well, it's 5 on this side and 4 on this side. So I would say 5 on the top plus 4. I cannot write today. 5 plus 4 equals a total of 9. So the distance is 9. Okay? When you're involving it with the axes, this is the top. It was 5 hops. This is the bottom. It was 4 hops. And so that gives us a total distance of 9. Okay? So that's kind of cool. So when you go back to the axis, that is called the absolute value. Okay? And this will come in handy a lot later as we get into harder and harder problems. Okay, so now the next one says plot -2. So -2 means to the left 2 and down 4, right? And this one, I forgot to put the actual other point in there. So let's say that it's -2, oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. Sorry, kiddos. I'm going to cross that out and write it right here. So this one is going to be -2, let's do 6. Okay, so that one's not hard. So that means that I'm going to the left 2, and this time, instead of going down, I'm going to go up 6. Okay, I'm a little bit flustered. I apologize. Okay, to the left 2, 1, 2, and down 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be about here, right? So this one is -2, comma, -4. And then this one says to the left 2, 1, 2. And this time I go up 6. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I'm going to have a point about here. So this one would be to the left 2, up 6. And now I'm supposed to find out the absolute value. Again, I actually have to change this to the x-axis. Okay. Oh, Mrs. Nelson, you're a mess today. Okay, let's try it again. So from here to here, right, is how long? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. And then from here to here, count them with me. I'm going to do it on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this time. So I have from 6 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So the distance of this one is 10. Okay. So now I want to try a different ordered pair because I messed that one up. I'm so very sorry, kiddos. Let's try another point so that we can learn going this way because we really need to see it from this way. So I would like you to plot, are you ready? I would like you to plot, let's do -4, comma, let's do -4, comma, -6, okay? And then I would also like you to plot 5, comma, -6, okay? So let's try that one instead. So this one means go to the left 4 and down 6, and this one means go to the right 5 and down 6. Okay, so we're going to try that one this time, see if we get a little bit different results. Okay, so it says to the left 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So of course it has to go right in my words. That's ridiculous. Mrs. Nelson. Okay, so -4, comma, -6, it's right there. And then we have to go to the right 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 6 is about there. Okay, so this one is 5, comma, -6. And now we need to find the distance from the y-axis this time. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense to you. So I'm going to go from here to here, and I'm going to go from here to here, right? So from here to here, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this would be 5 units. And then from here to here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is 4. So what is the distance between these two? We're going to say that we go 4. So if this is for the y-axis, then we went 4 plus 5, and we got 9. So that's the distance from there to there. Okay. What if we did it from the x-axis, however? What would we move from the x-axis? So we took this point from, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I got to draw it correctly. This one goes to this one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This one goes to this one. So then we're asking what is the distance from there. So the distance from there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one would be 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one would be 6. However, did we go at all at a different distance? No, they're each exactly 6. So there isn't any difference in the distance from the x value. So for where it says from the x value, you're going to write the distance is the same. And the reason that the distance is the same is because of this coordinate right here. Remember how I told you that when you have a coordinate that is the same in both points, your distance from that axis is going to be the same. When you have different coordinates, then your distance is different. So it's different by this one is 4 away, this one is 5 away. Okay? So using this when we get into harder problems is going to be very, very helpful. Remember, absolute value is the distance from 0. So you always go back to that axis to find the distance. You always go back to the axis to find the distance. Okay? So today we will learn how to find the distance using absolute value, which we did. Why does using absolute value help you determine distance? The reason why it helps you is because it tells you the number of hops from 0. And then once you know the number of hops from 0, you just add them together, and that tells you the distance. The distance from 0 on the top, the distance from the 0 on the bottom, add them together, and you get 9. You get 10. You get 9 down here. So it's very, very helpful when you use absolute value. All right, kiddos, that's all I have for you today. Talk to you soon. Bye.